Good morning, YouTube. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Not a lot happened before you guys showed up. Mm, Good morning. My whole body doesn't want to be up. Exactly. Exactly, Allison. Yeah, it's so loud here. Oh my gosh. Last night, there's somebody over there on a Lime scooter. Do you guys know what a Lime scooter is? So they're scooters and they're not in every city. Like Philly, I don't think Philly has them because we would either break them, steal them, or hit people with them. But here in Boulder, they do have scooters. So I was scootering um, late last night. Oh, good morning. And the morning show is right on time for Canadians, essential timers, and probably Canadians. Mm. Doc just said I can go home today. Good, Kay. Lime scooters and birds. Mm. Elisa, I'm sorry to hear about your dog. I hope he feels better. Um, Everyone leaves those dang scooters everywhere around here, and they land so many people in the hospital. See? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Paris banned scooters? Really? No line scooters, no lime scooters in New York City. Really? Hmm. I need to pack to leave in 2 hours while I watch you. You better hurry up. Saskatoon and Colorado are at the same time. And that's why I'm doing it, Judy. I'm like, I'm on Judy time. I don't even know why they call it Central Time. They should call it Judy time. I would love it. They'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement. There's Eastern Standard Judy time, Mountain time, which nobody uses, and Pacific. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I tried to get on the scooter after the bourbon tasting, but Robert stopped me, thankfully. I had no idea. We should do that. You know how some Olympic events, there's like three things you have to do. You have to bike, and then swim, and then archery. Seems odd. We would do the same thing, but it'd be like bourbon, scooter, plank. I don't know how there is not a company called the Idea Company, and they don't call me every day. Mm-hmm. 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 San Antonio definitely has scooters. I can barely walk without hurting myself. Never mind scootering. Uh-huh. Colorado is mountain time. If that, wait a minute. Am I in mountain time right now? I think I am. I just realized that. Judy time. So we're keeping Central and we're just doing Judy time. You're right. It's 2 hours. How about unicycles? Well, let's talk about it. And pickleball. You're right. That's it. Pickleball. You drink 3 shots of bourbon. You get on a scooter in the mountains. You are in the mountains, literally. I should have. There's mountains behind me. How did I not know that I was in mountain? I'm like, guys, mountain time doesn't even exist. There aren't even mountains. I'm so stupid. Why am I so dumb? Uh huh. Hmm. Oh my gosh, mountains aren't even real. Really? Danny's like, are you trying to thin the herd with these ideas? Listen, this cult has certain standards. Hmm. So I'm just saying, guys, this chocolate cake is so good, and mountains are real. So It is already a great day. Oh my gosh. So in between working, I have some downtime. So I went to a coffee shop and did a little bit of work. But then mostly eavesdropped on people's conversations. Now, why is that so fun? So many reasons. The thin air has gone to your head. Christy, you're not lying. Yesterday, the group was walking to dinner. Fine. I'm on the walk. Is there any way to slap that cake away? Is it gluten-free? No, it is. It says gluten-free right on the front. You're right. Just a slap. We walk over, but it's like hot. We're walking over, and I cannot catch my breath. Like walking in like horrendous heat. It's so funny too, because if there's shade, like if you're on a side street, it was lovely. But the minute you turn the corner and the sun showed up, it was so hot. And we must have walked maybe 20, 25 minutes to dinner. I'm a fan of walking. I literally couldn't catch my breath. And I was like, what is wrong with me? And I'm in the middle of a story, so I'm trying to talk to people. I'm telling them about the IG awards, the IG Nobel Award, blah, blah, blah. There's coffee in here. I should have mentioned that. Dump truck. Trash truck. I'm drinking coffee. It is, Candace. It was the elevation. And it took me till this morning to figure it out. That walking 25 minutes, Alec, I can't even imagine what it would have been like. Oh, okay. What it would have been like if I had tried to run. It would have been bad. Amy, it's so funny because I don't have the problem like within like a half hour and I don't feel well. I don't get that. But apparently if I try to exert myself in any way, and by exertion, I mean walking. So I was like, trying to tell him about the IG guy that we met. Mm-hmm. That's my cousin's trash company. Lourdes, you're lying. Lourdes. What's his name? Let me call him. Let me see if it's here. Yo, Bobby. Yo, Bobby. Lourdes wants me to tell you hi. Yeah, I try to block people. Yeah, rare form, Kira. I am in rare form. I've been drinking a lot of coffee. That's probably not helping. Well, I was at a coffee shop. Let's go back. And so I'm in the coffee shop. Everybody's working on their computers. And I was doing work. I didn't have a sign like eavesdropping on the table, but And most of it was kind of boring. And then an old couple walked in. Old couple walks in. And they're sitting almost like on top of me, so real close. And I hear her say, the way that you talk to me makes me feel very dumb. And I was like, oh, girlfriend is sticking up for herself. I was like, do people fight like this? I was like, you would have thought, because she had to be, I'd say she was in her late 60s, early 70s. You would have thought that by at that point, you either would have stopped that a long time ago or killed him. So, but he stopped. Like, she shut it down. She was like, the way that you talk to me. And I was like, you go. Yeah. Tanya, I was like, oh, yeah. She told you. Yeah, she being real up in here. Good morning, Tammy. My in-laws were at the coffee shop in Colorado. It was probably them. What is this? Somebody knows the trash truck. Allison's like, oh my gosh, that was my mother-in-law. My parents do that, and they are that age. Wow. Yeah. So she sets him straight. Yeah, maybe it was the Golden Bachelor. I can't wait. Just so you know, the Golden Bachelor premieres on my birthday. And I'm all about it. And I already saw the promo, and he's adorable, and the 3 daughters, and it's beautiful. Can't. He's in his 70s anyway. So then they start talking, and they say, so what are we going to get, like 20 minutes of their time? And I was like, oh, somebody else is coming. She's like, they can only meet us for 28 minutes? It's real Pacific. And she goes, and then what? And so I was like, oh, I cannot wait to see who shows up for this meeting. So then I forget about them. Some other people show up. Then, New York Pat. You're totally coming to the New York party. Guys, New York Pat. Are you going to be there, Pat, between December 1 and 3? We need to talk. I did see your messages, and yes, you're totally. How are we going to do New York without New York Pat? So you're coming, and I hope that you get cursed out by New York Pat. Like, the greatest thing that could happen is that Pat comes up to you, hugs you, because she's a hugger, but she's a cursor, and they go together. So I hope she hugs you and then just curses you out. Joey just, I'm going to stay with her. I just joined. Where are you? I'm in front of mountains in mountain time, also known as Judy time. Yeah. I've never watched The Bachelor. Oh, wrong way. I've never watched The Bachelor, but I'll watch The Golden Bachelor. There's still tickets, Julie, for the New York trip. You have to come. It's OneFunnyMotherTours.com. I'm going to get you lost. Listen. Yeah. Pat, you're going to take us on a tour of the sewer system. I don't know if I told you guys that story. Pat was like, Dina, the next time I have the kids, they were young. Lourdes, it's another trash truck. I can't tell if it's the same name. I'm a hugger and a cursor. Maybe there'll be some New York in me. Maybe there is some New York. Oh, there is. So New York Pat is my spirit animal. She's everybody. So anyway, she was babysitting the kids one day because I had a meeting. I said, Pat, watch these kids. They had the greatest time. She got them into every place. Had a great time. She goes, now, Dina, the next time you come, I want to take them on a sewer tour. And I said, a what? She goes, a sewer tour. And I said, I don't know what you mean. She goes, I said, they have sewer tours? That's really weird. Who's going to do that? She goes, oh, it's not an official tour. I just found the door to the sewers, so I know how to get down there. And I was like, nope, we're not. No. Tracy Lynn, all the tickets will still be available through October 1. So you should be fine. And if you're not, reach out to Wendy and talk to her. She'll help you. Anyway, so now I wait. And the other couple comes in. Does she want to take my class on a sewer tour? She would love it. Look, she said, the rats are fun. Look, you guys don't understand. You don't understand. She knows everybody. She goes everywhere. Listen, she got 3 ex-husbands and an ex-boyfriend, and they all have Thanksgiving together. Wait, what? Dina? I just said it. So she is no joke. She lives a life we can only dream of. Every time you talk to her, I'm like, oh, so you've lived in New York your whole life? Well, except when I lived in Louisiana. She'll pick a random place. I go, I didn't know you lived in Louisiana. She goes, well, I didn't. My husband and I, and she'll tell you the number. We were on our way to so-and-so. We stopped at this here bed and breakfast. We liked it so much. We were like, let's buy it. And we live there. It's just, listen. You just don't know. Anyway, the other couple shows up. Stay with me today. The coffee is running the show. So I'm in the coffee house, The other couple comes in. I was like, oh, this is good. They don't even know that they being timed right now. Mm-hmm. So they came in and it was a little uncomfortable, cordial, fine. No fist fights, nobody arm wrestled, whatever, fine. Now there are all these round tables, right? And the coffee is running the show. So a guy who's like, say in his late 40s, and a young girl with a mask on having coffee. Fine. Well, just something about it. Yeah, today's episode is sponsored by Coffee, Thin Air, and Mountain Time. And Dina's making no sense, or is the most entertaining she's ever been. Anyway, something about the interaction. I don't like it. But there's one table in between us, and I don't know how she was having coffee with the mask on, but yes. Either way, something's up. And then I think, but it's hard to hear because they're 2 tables away from me. So I'm thinking to myself, I want to make sure this girl's okay, right? Something went up in the back of my head. So I was like, would it be weird if I move a table over and just be like, no, I wanted to sit, that one's dirty. I wanted to sit here. But I couldn't really hear all the words, but I was keeping an eye on it. You know, it's just like one of those weird, like, I've never had coffee and bourbon. That's a sleep aid and a wake aid at the same time. I have no idea. I just zone out. No, Sarah, I've never done that because I don't want to die. And just so you know, I asked her for reduced caffeination. This is reduced. Good morning, Kelly. Yeah, so it was a whole thing. I did that. All right, what else did I want to tell you? Okay. And that's reduced, Tara. All right, hold on. Here we go. I wanted to read you this article because I want to hear what everybody thinks. I'm going to keep this up here. Let me do it on my phone. Let me do it on my computer. What is reduced caffeination? You mean decaf? No. Michelle, I don't. So why don't you watch your mouth? This is so stupid. That was the caffeine talk. I feel like I could curse somebody out right now and be like, that was the caffeine. I would never say that you're a dirty whore. What? That was the caffeine talking. I think you're wonderful and Jesus-like. But the coffee thinks that you're a dirtbag. What? That's not what the coffee thinks. It is. I would have so much fun if I could just have a day, just a random coffee day, and be like, guys, you guys is okay. I'm gonna straighten up because this is a serious show. We're not gonna get any coffee house sponsors. Yes. All right, here we go. Here's the article. Pay attention. So the other day we talked. No, there was no end to the weird couple. I just kept an eye on them. But it got my spidey senses up. Yeah. No, she was fine, Pete, as far as I could tell. Because then I walked in, I got sidetracked, and they were gone. So I'm on top of it, but like, unless somebody else wants it. Okay, I'm not good at that. Okay, so here's the other day we talked about how Selena Gomez had put out that video, song called High Maintenance. And people were like, stop calling it high maintenance. when it's just about, people having standards. So I stumble upon another article, and this one is about a girl on TikTok. I'm sorry if the video is glitchy, and I blame the coffee. So on the TikTok, there's a girl who went on TikTok, and she's like 23. She's been with a boyfriend for 6 years, which is entirely too long for 22. Anyway, she has 10 rules that her and her boyfriend follow. She laid it out, and they're not rules that she made up. Keep this in mind. These are rules that they both agreed to. And she was explaining the rules and saying that these 10 rules kind of help the two of them have boundaries and respect for each other, yada, yada. But a lot of people are saying that they're super controlling. So I wanted to read you the 10 rules. What a cute dress. The 10 rules. And see what you think. It's the internet. She's out by the mountains. Why is it getting bad? I'm like, oh, I see the internet there is low. That's weird. Because it's great on my computer, but not great. It's not great on StreamYard. All right, well, we'll keep going. Let me know. Here we go. No. I want you to say whether you agree with the rule or you don't agree with the rule. And again, these are not like, here are the 10 rules to date me. This is what they both agreed to. So do you think that these rules are controversial, where you're like, yeah, that seems reasonable? Now, consider the fact they're in their early 20s. So like a lot of this, like I didn't have these rules, but I feel like I might have, like in my head. But you tell me. Here we go. Rule number 1. The two of them share their location with each other. Bar none. Has to be shared. So I should be able to look at my phone and see where you are. Do you think that's controversial? Or do you think nobody has the right to know where I am? Or are you like, no, that sounds reasonable and safe? Amy, I don't know. Maybe like there's more people here and they hopped on the internet. Christy says weird. Sarah says I'm okay with that. I made my dad share his location all the time. Yes. Diane says controlling. I share my location with my ex-wife 24/7 just in case something ever happened. Yeah. I don't want him to know when I'm shopping. Totally share. What if you end up in a ditch? No, reasonable. I don't like that, but my kids' locations are on. With bus driver Rod, I have to see his location or I worry. Yeah. Isn't it funny? It's very funny. You guys 50-50 on this. I don't have I share. Listen, if someone's like, I want to know where you are. I'm like, here, take it. Here. I don't want to die. Like I shared with Wendy and Chris and my kids, my mom, my sister, everyone. Now that I think about it. Boyfriend status? No. I share with my husband and my grown kids. I watch my son drive to school and Life 360. I share because of dating. Exactly. With my family and friends, I'd share in a heartbeat. Yeah, no, Carrie Lee, these were not demands. This is what the two of them decided together. So this is not like somebody saying you have to share it. It's like the guy was like, I feel safer knowing that you're okay and you're safe and you're not stuck. Nope, leave me alone, said Joey Joe. I guess I'm sketchy. All right, so that was rule number 1, and we're already split in 2. Here we go. Now, number 2 and 3 there's maybe it's 3 and 4 that are similar. All right, second rule. Her boyfriend isn't allowed to go to strip clubs. Now, she said, why? Why would you? I could be naked. Mm-hmm. My sister refuses to share a location. Family, yes. Boyfriend, no. Now they're living together, and they've been together for 6 years. So this is not new. This is not like, boy, we were dating for a year. This is like they've been together for 6 years. They live together. Yeah, I got nothing to hide. I'm not robbing a bank. And if I was, you would need to know where I was so you could pick me up. You are my getaway. All right. Jill says, I agree. No strip clubs. Unless pole dancing classes with Joey Joe. I don't get pinged for something to look at that you can't have. Yeah. I agree with both so far. I chose husband, would hope he doesn't want to. Living together, so sharing is fine. 22-year-olds are going to have lots of friends' bachelor parties, just saying. Exactly. So he would say, guys, if you're going to a strip club, I'll catch up with you later. Leah says, I don't care. And he says, nope, that's controlling as well. Mooney, listen, Mooney got her own roles. She's like, you don't know where I am. And if you did know, I'm at a strip club. Okay. So far, Mooney's living. So there's Mooney. So here's your answers now. Mooney rules or this girl's rules. Okay. Mooney's out on both. Okay. She's shady. She's robbing banks. She's going to strip clubs. And she will tell you about all of it and share her location with other people who would like to do shady stuff. And guess what? None of this is surprising. All right, here we go. Carmen says too controlling. All right, rule number 3. I'm okay with him going on boys' trips, and he's okay with me going on girls' trips. All right. So, listen, she's like, you can go do boy things, and I'm going to go do girl things. But the strip club's off the table. Yeah, Carrie's like, I'm going to go with Mooney on this one. Not so much, exactly. Yeah, so it's not a crazy list. I feel like yes, it's balancing out. Okay, balancing it up. Yeah, Moody like, all right, I'll add this to my. That's a rule, Vicky. There are a lot of people that are like, I mean, I don't know them. I mean, I guess I do. I mean, I feel like all of us in our younger years, right? Another dump truck, so much trash. That's, I feel like in my younger years, like I used to travel by myself all the time because of stand-up. And because of that, I was always communicating with Jim. I was always like, this is who I'm with. This is the person. This is where we're going. Like, I felt like if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I know what I'm asking is a lot, like a lot of guys would not be okay with my lifestyle. I'm on the road a lot. Like I was living with Matt Ain't White for a week in the same condo. Like that's weird. So I feel like you gotta, everybody's got to do their thing, but you got to be communicating because I have been out when I was doing stand-up. I would bring my girlfriends to Vegas or whatever, and they went buck wild. It was like they were caged animals. They never went anywhere. So when they went out, when they went to Vegas, very different than when I went to Vegas. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm having the greatest time of my life. I'm like, you are like a caged animal. Yeah, somebody got to stay home and watch the dogs, and that's my husband. Either way, there's a lot to unpack with this thing. Where are you this morning, Carol? I'm in Boulder. All right, here we go. Number 4. Now, this one, 4 and 5, I think, are similar. Her next relationship, she and her husband don't like other people's random thirst traps on Instagram. She claimed that everyone can see that she and her boyfriend don't respect each other if they're liking suggestive Instagram posts, since like posts on the app are public, and it gives people, the person in the photo, the idea that they have my boyfriend's attention, which is a big no-no. So you can't be liking stuff that's suggestive. Okay, listen to me. Do you know how many dirty jokes we make on this show? Do you know how many times we've made a calendar out of the people? We don't even follow each other on Instagram. Yeah, no. This seems, but remember, they're 22. Okay? I feel like how we old ladies and fellas use this, I have no idea what Kendra's liking. I'm not following what Kezia is liking. Yeah, these rules are too much. Yeah, if I got the time, like if I'm out and all of a sudden Jim Wagner is liking something crazy on the internet, am I gonna call Sharon and be like, Sharon, you are never gonna guess what Jim okay, you must. You guys have problems. Yeah, no, this is too much. That one's a little too much. And so is the next one, because the next one is similar. Fifth, her and her boyfriend don't follow Instagram models of the opposite sex. Okay. So it is okay. Okay. Yeah, things gone crazy. Yeah, it's too much. Four is not good. I don't care what my husband likes and doesn't. He doesn't care what I like either. Yeah. And Jim's like, you promised not to tell Sharon. Why did you tell her? That was a Jim just wrote. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me unpack this one. Number 6. She and her boyfriend can have friends of the opposite sex, but they cannot be best friends with them because she and her partner are each other's best friend. Now, the fact that she would use best friend, I feel like it gives you an idea of how old we're talking. Okay, that's like when Dean was like, Dean and I would get into fights and he was like 17, 18, kids are growing up. And he was like, you can't talk to me that. I'm a big boy. I go, well, the fact that you just called yourself a big boy, you are not a big boy. Do you understand? Yeah. So the fact that she says you can have friends of the opposite sex, but you can't be best friends with them. Like that. Okay. Yeah. But best friend, fine, Shakendra. But you add another best to that? Now Jim Wagner and I were besties, but we not besties. Do you understand? You heard it. You heard the difference. Okay. All right. Just as long as you all heard the difference. Big difference. Yeah, they started out reasonable, and then it just took a turn. Yeah. Remember corded phones? You'd be like, who are you talking to? I'd be like, I'll just get on the other phone in the bedroom, and I will eavesdrop on you. Oh, such good times. Such good times. Okay. Number 7. That they're both okay with each other going to clubs. I point out beautiful women to Sal all the time. That's what Smirken says. She's like, look how beautiful that lady is. I'm going to tell you something. If I see somebody with like beautiful hair, I'm like, look at her hair. Isn't it beautiful? So the next one is clubbing. She can go clubbing. He can go clubbing. I guess if you add that you can't be best friends, you could go clubbing. Be like, now that we've already established that you're not be best friends, you can go clubbing. Yeah. No. Yes. I go to clubs. My husband doesn't like to. He doesn't mind. I do let my husband know where and who I'm with. It's out of respect. Exactly, Angie. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, if there's ever a moment that you look at me, and here's my other thing. I was about to say, if there's ever a moment that somebody says, I don't want you going here, I would be twisted. But let me say this. Even with Jim and all the places that I've gone or worked, yeah, you just can't go clubbing with your best friend. Exactly. I feel like there might have been 2 times in 25 years that he said, I don't want you going with this person. It was only 2 times. And he was not a jealous person. And I feel like if and this is the difference between men and women, is that girls are all like, no, he's just a best friend. He's just really nice. We really get on. And guys are like, I'm telling you, he is up to something. And it was funny because he very rarely did it. If he did get like prickly in the back about like a guy, then I would respect him. He'd be like, I'm just saying to you, I'm fine with everything, but I don't like that guy. I remember one night I was at a club. It was early. I mean, it's like open mics, right? It was early, and I was trying to like meet people, right, and like get to know people in Philly comedy. And Jim came to a show, and I remember, and he's never like this, but he was like he was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "What? What?" He was like, "Who's that over there?" And I'm like, la la, right? I'm like, oh, that's blah 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 blah. He's like, who's the guy in the red shirt? Whatever it was. I said, oh, that's blah blah blah. And he just had this look on his face. And I was like, what? He goes, I don't like him. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, I don't like him. And I was like, why are you saying that? He goes, Dina. And I said, why are you acting so weird? Like, he's fine. He's like all the other guys that are here. He said, Dina, while you were standing over there, he took his hand and he brushed back your hair like this. And I was like, okay. He goes, you don't brush back a woman's hair like this. You don't do that. And I didn't even notice it. I was probably like, like in his mind, it was like real romantic. And he was like, he wistfully just took my hair and gently laid it on. In my mind, I'm like, guys, is there something on my face like that? Dump truck. Lourdes, is this Oscars? Yeah, no, Shakandra. And in my, Kezia, that's what I'm saying. But it was just so funny because I didn't notice it at all. And I was just like, Jim, do you think somebody can help me get this hair? Like, not sexy at all on my part. Didn't even notice it. But he was not a fan. And it's just funny because, Carrie, exactly. Like, that's what's funny. And I feel like I'm not a jealous person, but I do feel like, when you're dating, and like, I remember being in a party and Jim's ex, at least when we were first dating, came over, was all over him. And I just stood there. And he was like, what's up? I said, what is this? What's happening? He was like, oh, that's just my ex. I go, yeah, exactly. So all of the rubbing, no. I mean, listen, if you want to go get rubbed by her, that's cool. I don't need to be here. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm fine with. You don't want me to. If you want to, you get a couple veto powers. But when you start talking crazy, don't buy. All right, and this is a you problem. But I have to say, that I'm not. Yeah, my husband has that set. I just think it's so funny because I think that all of us kind of go through life like, no, he just wants to be friends with me, and I let you do it. And guys are like, no, baby, no, that's not. That's not. Is somebody behind me? All right, here we go. There's only a couple left. Going to club. 8. Okay. This might jam some people up. Are you ready? Here we go. Fran, I am wired. Here we go. My husband wouldn't notice. Did I miss somebody good? Part of my screen is blocked. All right, here we go. Are you ready? You both have to be okay with sharing the password on your phone. Now, I feel strongly one way. I want to know what you think. So again, this girl's living with her boyfriend of 6 years. And their agreement is that they both know each other's password on their phone. Michelle says, fine with me. Alex says, no. Solid no. Carrie's like, I don't even have a password. Yeah, no. Somebody said, no. We have the same one, said Carol. Vicky said, I agree. Nope. Mary Drew Pendleton. Mary Drew Pendleton says, no secrets. No on the phone or bank accounts. Oh, Carmen's like, no. Fine with me. Tamika's like, yep. Diane says, no, you need to trust. Boyfriend, no. Spouse, yes. All of these rules, lack of trust, their youth is obvious. We have the same password. Neither of us has a password. I have nothing to hide. My husband wanted me to do something on his phone. No issues. My husband knows mine. He's only there to keep my son out of my phone. My husband knows, but he can't remember. No, it's a work phone. It's overboard. Yeah, in case I forget it. Yeah. All right. So I strongly feel like I don't have a problem with it. And I feel like that if somebody was like, no, you can't have a password, I'd be like, what? Shakendra, you all should be locking your phone. Just in general. If somebody got your phone, like I was gonna say, I got stuff on my phone. I don't want people to see, which sounds dirty, but it's just like the kids' social security numbers because I don't remember. But yeah, no, you should all be locking your phone. But like, I didn't murder anybody. Husband and wife, yes. Boyfriend, girl, not sure. No password. My hose looks at my phone all the time. Yeah. No, in fact, that there was a thing on Instagram. It was like a video, and it was a video of a girl, and she's dating this guy, and in the video, off camera, you hear, look at Deborah. Look, here's Deborah. Ready? Deborah's like, let's trust but verify. The girl is not wrong. Verify. Listen, if I have to go into your phone, if I got to go into your phone, we already have a problem. Like, I'm not going in your phone. I don't want to. I have no interest in going in your phone. If you're shady, I'm going to figure it out anyway. I don't need your phone. You're not that smart. Okay, but the fact that it's locked, yeah. No. Sometimes I bitch about him to my friends. You don't need to see that. However, he does know my password right now. Exactly. And I think, Mooney, if he went on there and he was like, you know what? I am kind of you're not wrong here. You shouldn't read it, but you're not wrong. That's fair. I don't even know what I was going to say, but it was good. That's what I'm saying, Smirgan Gurgan. I don't need to look at your phone. Now, I might if I don't trust and I need to verify. Oh, so in the video, there's a girl, and she's like, when you are dating a new guy who's trustworthy, and so in the video, a text comes in, like a ding for a text. So she gets the phone and she passes it to him. He's off camera. And you hear him go, no, baby, just can you just check it? Here's my passcode. And you see her go, what? He goes, that's my passcode. Just put it in. She goes, you giving me your passcode? He was like, yeah, I'm doing something right now. Just look on there, just passcode in and check it. And you can see her face. She was like, she puts it in. She was like, you want me to read you this text that just came in? And he was like, yeah, just read it to me. And she was like, you want me to go on your phone right now? Like, it was just so funny. Because I feel like if you've been in a relationship where like everything's real shady and all of a sudden everyone wants to share information, you're like, you telling me you want me to check your phone? It just was so funny. It was so funny. Anyway, this idea is like, before, are you gonna share your password with me on your phone? Listen, I don't need to ask. I'm never going to ask you for your password. I'm never. But I want to be in a relationship where if somebody was like, hey, can you check that? And they're like, I'd be like, great. You could change it the next day. But the fact that you're like, yeah, no. Listen, I don't even do that. At this point, if I want to get in somebody's phone, I'm like, here, put your face here. Put your face here. There. Put it. Turn it on. I'll wait till you're sleeping. I'll pluck one of your eyes up. I don't care. I'm not going to go in your phone. It's too much. Yeah, no, I don't want to see your pole dance. Yeah. I don't. If I ever am in a relationship where I got to check your phone, I'm not going to be in there much longer. It's just too much. That's how I caught him cheating. Oh, Penny. All right, let's see. Number 9. This will be a revealing one. Neither of them is okay with the other one watching porn. Oh, let's see what everybody got to say about this one. Oh, everybody's like, girl, it's too early in the morning for the porn question. Mm-hmm. 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 Let me see how many people type in now. Who's going to type? We could just forget about this one. We're going to what? Vicky says, I agree. Oh, we go in there. Alice like, no comment. No, like Kay getting out of the hospital. Kay's like, yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. No, thank you to the porn. I love Animal Kingdom, said Joey Joe. No porn alone, said Bobby. Wait, what was the question? Sarah's on the fence, addicted to it. Hard pass for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Watch away. I'm going to sleep. Jocelyn. He's like, can you repeat the last one for me? If they can't look at models online, no wonder why. Yeah. They don't say whether they watch it together, but it looked like a hard no. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it is. All right, that was number 9. Number 10. Oh, number 10. Interesting. It was we're not going to get married until both of us are financially free. And I was like, girl, you are never getting married. Marriage is about when one poor person marries another poor person and they are poor forever. Somebody should have told you that. No. One poor person marries another poor person and then they're not poor anymore. And then they have children and then they're poor. And that is love. Mm. I send him porn and it's usually what I'm making for dinner. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Number 1. Yeah. And number 2, you will never be free. Exactly. Married 16 years. Still poor. Mm-hmm. You need to turn around. You're missing some hotties that are walking by. Golden Bachelor, maybe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. So, yep. No, he made $9.25 an hour when we started dating. Yeah, she gonna die single and horny. And so that's it. All right, listen. I thought it was an interesting, because literally the headlines for this article were controversial lists. And I'm like, listen, is it controversial? Because I feel like some of this stuff is like, yeah, that's just called being like a nice person in a relationship. Some of it a little too 22 for me. Yeah. So, but a lot of it, and somebody's like, I would never have sat down and written these out, like, be like, here are the rules to date me. I'm like, first of all, they wrote them together. Second of all, they're super young. And if you need to put it on paper, just so everybody's clear, we're all on the same page, then good for you. Because maybe that's, maybe that works for you. So should have stopped after number 2. Yeah, probably. So anyway, so it's a fun little silly article. But that's it for us, guys. It's Friday. I hope that you have some fun things planned. Anybody doing anything extraordinary? And by extraordinary, I mean just a little bit fun. Walk into his truck. Mm-hmm. Are you sitting in a diner in front of an Ace Hardware store or a Home Depot? It does seem like a certain, maybe this is the handyman calendar. I'm basically packed with an hour and 15 to go. Candace, you did a good job. My sister's coming to town. That's nice. Football, paddleboarding, and church. What? Celebrating my daughter's 17th birthday, 50th high school reunion this weekend. Off to New York City to treat my niece and nephew. Family reunion. Jack Daniel's Distillery. Oh, some fun stuff. 40 years ago, my son was born drug-free, said Minnie. She don't mean that the baby was drug-free. She means she was drug. Like, I guess you didn't take an epidural or something. You got to watch how you write that. I was like, why would he be on drugs? I understood what he said. Going to Bacon Fest? Net, where's Bacon Fest? My 3-year-old starts gymnastics. Should be interesting. What is Luma, Christine? Baseball game. Going to do the laundry I didn't get to do on Monday. I basically am in the Vancouver of Colorado. Seafood Fest. Shake the cold I got on the cruise. I work on the weekends, 9 to 2. Love it. My dad's birthday and the Ravens football game. I'm seeing Taylor Tomlinson tonight. She's funny, Carrie. My twins are turning 38. Getting my will done because I'm getting reckless. Joey Joe, it's so funny you said that. Because I got to get mine done. And I was going to have a will writing party. I'm not really sure how to do that. But I have so many friends that need to do their will. And I thought, well, that's awful. We should have a party. So I got to coordinate it. Just get drunk and make a will. Like by the end, everything is going to the zebra sanctuary. Like it'll just be like something so crazy. You going to Hershey Park on Sunday? That sounds fun. Taking granddaughter to an art studio. Son's 10th birthday. Yeah, a will writing party. Yeah. How many people say on here right now? How many people still have to write a will? I don't think I ever had one. I think I was just like, well, everything goes to Jim. I think Jim had one. I don't know. I guess we thought he was going to die first. But now that we're divorced and now I had to buy things, I need a will. Me. I'm on that, the will writing party. Yeah, still need a will. I need to. I'm broke, so Danny's like, yeah, one of the perks. Yeah. Joey Joe's like, nobody wants my stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We redid our wills during COVID. It isn't cheap. That's what I said. Listen, if we pool our money, just get one lawyer in the room, a fun one, and see. You all need wills, said Andrea. Look, Andrea's set up. You could tell. You could tell the people who got their wills. They're like, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. My husband has a will. He always thinks he's dying. I had a living will when my son was 7. I'm 7 and did a few years ago. I think this is a sad subject. Listen, you're not wrong. It is a sad subject. But I think it's something that, all of us have to take care of. I don't even know what it costs for a will, Christine. I haven't put the party together. A living will is different. So it's like an advance directive. Like if I'm alive, but I am not able to communicate myself. So there's medical power of attorneys. Yeah. Just so that people know what it is that you want should you become incapacitated. Of course there'll be snacks, Missy. How are you going to have a will party without snacks? Who's going to come? Because they don't want to write a will. Like, what kind of snacks? Our kids are going to fight over who's not getting our debts. Exactly. Yeah. I know a fun lawyer. Let's do a Diamond Dina in Connecticut for will writing. Listen. And bourbon. Yeah. Let's do this. It does make it easier for everybody left behind. Exactly. Please add this service to your. Listen, if they had will writing parties, you know how many people would do the reason I said it is because nobody wants to do it. And if you're gonna do it, then you're like, might as well have fun. Will and party don't go together. They don't. Alec, you're not wrong. But it's got to get done. So, yeah. Where is she? I just woke up. I see mountains. We're in Judy time, also known as Mountain Time, Becky, and we are in Boulder, Colorado. It would be less sad for sure if all of us knew we were dying at the same time and there were pretzel snacks. So there's that. I didn't see the $1 million bourbon bottle article. Now I have to look it up. All right, I gotta go. So listen, everybody, have a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on Monday from somewhere in the world. And yeah, my husband's family doesn't even talk anymore. Families are torn apart when wills aren't done correctly. I agree, which is another reason. So, so my plan is to invite Diana to the party, get her drunk, and have her just leave me everything except for everything in her basement that can go to Nicole. And I'll just make sure everything of value is on the first floor, and then we're good. So anyway, so that's it. So remember what Judy from Saskatoon says, do something nice for yourself this weekend. If you listen to all the lists, you're like, man, why is everybody doing something? I'm not doing anything. Go look for a festival. This is still a great time. I really enjoyed going to all the festivals in the summer this season, and find a lantern festival. Do something different. Treat yourself. Invite a friend. Make a will party. What? Something. But me and my coffee are going to go lay down. Stop. And I will see you guys on Monday morning. All right. So have a great day and a blessed day. And I will see you guys on Monday morning. All right. I'll see you. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.